All right. Are we ready? We ready to do this? Karen, are we ready? You got everything set up here? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yo! What is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network YouTube live stream. How you doing? Hope you guys have had a fantastic week. I hope it wasn't as crazy. I mean, mine is always crazy, right? New camera. Got a new webcam. I'm messing around with the settings. I'm using a whole new setup there with the cam and the software. I'm still using OBS, but so it's a little bit more zoomed in. But my gosh, is that not just crystal clear? Like you want to see this beautiful mug in 1080p resolution, huh? How you guys doing? Jacob Botwinick, how you doing? Sorry, gonna have to miss it. Oh no, Jacob, about to go to work. I'll watch it later. Okay. I appreciate you stopping by. Just say hi. Celtics for life. Flamingo Friday. I'm going old school. Can I fix this camera? Karen, you didn't fix the camera properly. Here we go. You can see a little bit more. Going old school. Oh, I gotta shrink down here. It doesn't help that I'm like 6'3". I gotta get way down here. Let me just back way up. Oh my goodness. Can't contain all the man here. All right. Sup, y'all? Hogs football goes 8-2. Wait, that's the Bluebell ice cream and coffee talking. Cotton candy ice cream for life, Mr. T-Dub. Facts. Straight facts. Okay. We got some good to talk about here. I'm not going to go down. I've already had someone ask me about the COVID, about the Rona, about the rumors. I'm not going into that. We're not going to talk about it because they're all rumors as of right now. They're all rumors. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Georgia's saying, I believe it was Kirby Smart or someone with Georgia saying that they don't have anybody with COVID. I don't buy that. I don't buy that anybody is COVID free. Look, we bought in on what we were being told, and then of course one plus one equals 2. I'm having a Joe Biden moment. 1 + 1 = 2. When you're being told that, hey, look, they're under the best medical supervision that money can buy, and I mean, look where they're at with these with the $1 million facilities that surround these kids. What we didn't factor in was what these kids do after hours, and I think that's the issue here. And I thought they'd have a tighter grip on these prospects. On these players. I really did, but they didn't. Or they haven't apparently. And of course, Ed Orgeron. We talked about this on the Hawk Talk podcast, which is available today. You can check that out. There's a description or a link in the description box down below. You can go listen to the latest Hawk Talk podcast. Kyle and I and Porter, we bring you the latest and the greatest, baby. That's what it's all about. But, Ed Orgeron had said that half or all their team or everyone on their team has COVID I'm paraphrasing, but they're hit. So it's happening. It's happening, and it is the reality that we've been dealt with, and it is what it is. What's up, Ty, stranger? Bro, I'm here every Monday and Friday. Most of the time. We're getting ready for game prep. It's getting here, guys. It's getting here. It's fantastic. We're getting so close. Georgia coming into town. I'm so excited. So, let's get into this crystal ball prospect really quick. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I have too much lighting going on in here. I need to see how this looks. Is that any better? Is that better? Does that kind of... I don't know. We'll deal with this. Right, so where was I? Let's talk about this crystal ball. By the way, Flamingo Friday, thank you guys for being here. For the Patreon supporters, thank you guys so much. You know you're the rock stars. You truly are. Everyone who's a part of the Patreon, everyone who's ever been there, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're curious about it, you've never been, and you want to join, that link is provided for you down below in the description box. If you don't want to do the monthly thing, it's $4 a month, the minimum for the Patreon. If you don't want to do that, you can do a one-time donation. There's a PayPal link provided for you down below if you want to help the channel out. But yeah, like, comment. If you've got any questions or comments, please send them my way as this is going. I say it all the time, but I really got to keep this one short. I'm going to try and keep this one around between 20 and 30 minutes. So if you have any questions or comments, get them in ASAP. ASAP, please. As soon as you can. I'd appreciate it. All right. Let's get into this crystal ball prediction, huh? How about this? And Marion Harris. This is big time. I'm really surprised we're not getting more traffic. The My Sharona virus. I did make that. I did say that last week, didn't I? My Sharona. Marion Harris, 6'5", 307 pound, 4-star, 2020 or 2022 prospect. Offensive tackle, big dude, has a lot of offers. He has 14 offers already, which include Bama, Georgia, Oklahoma, Mizzou, a few others. Apparently, Mizzou's actually kind of high on his radar, apparently. Currently rated the number 3 prospect in the 2022 class in the state of Arkansas. And is rated the number 26 offensive tackle in the nation. I have heard and have been told that it's likely he's going to get a bump in the ratings. You never know. We do know how this goes. He does play high school football in the state of Arkansas, after all, so he could just as easily drop as he could gain some momentum in the recruiting rankings. But have been told it's likely that he could get a bump on either Rivals or on 247. I don't know what he is on 247. Is he a 4-star there? I'm not really sure. Congrats, though, for him. This young man he's killing it. Again, 6'5", 307 pounds. He got his crystal ball projection. And by the way, he's out of Joe T. Robinson, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. But he got his most recent projection from Clint Brewster, who's 247 recruiting insider. This happened on September 15th. Gabe Brooks, Midlands region recruiting analyst, who I think has actually been in the state lately. I think he was at a high school game down in Little Rock not that long ago. But he favored Harris coming to Arkansas on July 30th. Danny West 2 days before that. So as of now, seems pretty likely that this kid could commit. I don't know. He's not on any watch list, commitment watch list yet. He's probably going to take his time with the Rona. You know, they extended dead period. I don't know if you guys caught this or not. They extended the dead period all the way through January 1st, which sucks. I mean, that sucks. This is why they did it. It's so freaking baseless. We're just now halfway through September, and the NCAA is all like, you know what? No, we're just going to go ahead and say you cannot have any in-homes or personal visits through the rest of the year. Think about, they better not have ESP this year. There better not be any early signing periods. So help me God. Because if you do, that is such horse shit. I just said it. Pardon my French. It's horse shit. If you're going to not allow any advantages for guys like Sam Pittman, who's at a massive disadvantage at Arkansas right now, who's under major reconstruction, who's had not much of an offseason to begin with this year, and oh, by the way, you've had this dead period since the dead period was supposed to start and end in June, or the in-home visits were supposed to conclude or supposed to be allowed sometime in June, and then the dead period got extended through July, then through August, September. They just said to hell with 2020. It's been a bad year. We all get it, but you're just going to say no the rest of the year? That is such a major disadvantage for Sam Pittman. And if you don't get how important it is for someone like Sam Pittman to sit in your living room and talk to your 16, 17, 18-year-old son, that's his thing, man. That's how he kills it in recruiting. He's a legitimate, genuine human being who really cares about people, and people feed off of that. I've been within 2 feet of the guy, and I felt the magnetism between him and I. We're two big fellas. Like, it's just automatic when you walk into the room. You can feel his warmth. That's his advantage, everybody. That's what he does. And you're going to say to him and to the rest of college football, to the entire landscape, sorry, you're going to have to put 2020 on hold. No in-home visits, no on-stadium, on-campus, check out the facilities in-person visits. You can't come and check out how kick-ass that Jones Nutrition Center is. Sorry, no, 2020's canceled. But we're going to play football. Who doesn't think this thing is rigged? It's asinine. It is asinine. And look, even if, and I get told every time we talk about this, they're worried about the lawsuits. They're worried about getting sued. How the hell, have you ever heard of someone getting sued for contracting the flu? I got it from, I don't know. These kids are playing, most places, especially through Texas all the way through the Southeast, are playing high school football, right? These kids aren't wearing their mask out and about. That's why they have these campuses. Why these kids are getting the Rona. Why you're seeing you saw those numbers just burst the first couple of weeks since they've been on campus. How the hell do you prove where you got the Rona? How do you prove that? So I'm sorry, good luck proving that in court. No, they're not. The NCAA just wants to flex their muscles. Although they don't really have power, it turns out we're finding out that it's sounding more and more likely that eventually these Power 5 conferences, especially the SEC, the Big Ten, and the ACC, are probably going to part ways with the NCAA in the next decade, maybe sooner. I don't know what the hell that's all about. I think it's nonsense, and it's going to hurt Sam Pittman. If you want me to put money down, where does this class finish? I don't have faith that they finish in the top 40. I just don't. Unless some of these kids get boosted in the ratings, there's always that possibility. It looks like a couple of them very well could. But he's at a major disadvantage, and no one else is talking about this. No one on local radio is really talking about this. Paul Feinbaum's not talking about this. Why the hell aren't we talking about this? That's a huge deal to extend the dead period all the way through the rest of the year. I think it's bullshit. I think it's nonsense, and that's all I have to say about that. Trying to do a little Forrest Gump there, but it didn't really turn out the way I thought it would. Yeah. So, anyways, Marion Harris, crystal ball to Arkansas. That concludes that rant. What else did we have here? Rakeem Boyd named a coach's preseason All-SEC team. Last year, 184 carries, 1,133 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns. Really, I'm just happy he got there, right? When you consider how terrible the Razorbacks have been, I'm happy they got somebody there. Your 2020 Razorback team captains this year, Felipe Franks, Rakeem Boyd, Grant Morgan, and Jonathan Marshall. Yeah. No real shocker there. Felipe Franks is a little surprising just because he's the only one of the group that wasn't here a year ago. I kind of thought maybe they would lean on maybe another senior player somewhere on the roster, but a little bit surprised. Well, not surprised, just a little like, oh, okay. So what happens if you have to bench him? I mean, you could still technically be a team captain, right? Like even if you're not starting. I mean, yeah, Felipe Franks. My confidence in Felipe Franks is starting to grow. It really is. It's not because I'm buying into fall camp, like we do every year. It's just the more film I've watched, the more the good and the bad that I've seen and read. I'm starting to think he could very well. Let me put it this way: I think the odds are high he's going to be your starter for most of the season, maybe all of the season. I'd said on the Hog Talk, Kyle and I talked about this a couple of times. I kind of felt like maybe he would split time with KJ, and that could still happen. KJ could be put into some special, offensive set, some sort of, just some formation or another where they bring him out onto the field, and maybe they're going to try and play to his running strengths a little bit more of the read option. But hey, look, it's not like Felipe can't run. Felipe's not the fastest guy in the world, but Felipe can move. Felipe can get out of the pocket and do some damage with his feet. He can. So I'm not shocked that he's a team captain, but he's the only one of the four that was not here a year ago. Let me get to your comments here really quick. There aren't any. What's up, Ty? Oh, I already answered that one. I've been camping all week. No internet, no cell phone service. What's new? Not a lot, Dwight. Just that football's around the corner, my friend. Football is around the corner. Very last thing here that we'll talk about, and we're going to have to hang it up because I got to get off here. But what are we at, 20 minutes? Oh, perfect. We're doing good. This is a pretty big deal if you plan on going to the games. Of course, I think where's the, here it is. Okay. If you plan on going to the games, pay attention. If you're going to any one game, listen, in Fayetteville. Safety measures are going to be implemented as expected, and guys, they're not taking it lightly. In fact, somebody on Twitter tweeted at Hunter Yurachek, will the mask policy be enforced? Will the violators be removed from the stadium? That's such a Karen thing to ask. What a Karen. At Real Wild Hog, you're a Karen. Are you going to kick them out of the stadium? You better. Who cares if they paid full price for their ticket? They're not wearing their mask. You should wear your mask, but shut up, Karen. Safety measures for fans. Per Arkansas Department of Health guidelines, Razorback Stadium will feature reduced capacity based upon current state Phase 2 social distancing standards. Capacity of the stadium is anticipated between 16 and 17,000 people. That's it. That's all you're going to be able to have inside the stadium. I thought I had heard between 20 and 22, but obviously that's not going to be the case. All guests will be required to wear face coverings over the. I love how they put this in. This you better know this, over the nose and the mouth. From the time they get in line to enter the stadium until the time of exiting, masks may be removed temporarily while actively eating, drinking. How about when you're using the facilities? I like to be able to breathe while I'm in that bathroom full of a bunch of dudes in there peeing in the pee trough. But that's the worst time, right? You should definitely wear a mask when you're in there. Let's see here. Let's find it. Masks may be removed temporarily while actively eating and drinking. Children under the age of 10 are not required to wear a face covering, but the ADH strongly encourage it. Lines will be queued at all gates, restrooms, concession stands, and merchandise locations following social distance guidelines with 6 feet distancing markers placed throughout the venue and strictly enforced. Contactless transactions will be introduced for concessions and merchandise purchases. Hand washing and hand sanitizing stations. We knew that. Walmart has those everywhere. Let's see what else here is pretty important for you guys to know. They're going to extensively clean and sanitize. Yeah, I get that. That's a given. That's a given. Mobile-only ticketing. So here's where it gets interesting. Mobile-only ticketing will provide contactless experience at gates and in the stands. Fans should download their mobile tickets prior to arriving at the stadium. Guests will self-scan tickets at the gates. Okay. The SEC clear bag policy remains in effect for the rest of the year. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Okay? Game day changes. What's up, Seth? How you doing? When is your score prediction for the Hogs? Next week. We're going to talk about it. And also your thoughts on Burrow. I didn't get a chance to watch that. I was busy last night. I did not get a chance to catch it. I don't even know what he did. So I'm sorry, I don't have anything on that. Let's talk about the game day changes. This is a big one. Tailgating. Tailgating is it, and this is just from, again, who is this? What site is this? KATV.com. Let me, I'll copy and paste this for you guys in chat really quick. Boom. There you go. Okay, so that way you know what I'm reading here. So here's what they have to say about tailgating. Tailgating is an extremely important aspect of the college football game day experience. However, based upon direction from the ADH, Arkansas Department of Health, tailgating will not be permitted on the University of Arkansas property this fall. This is inclusive of all parking lots and tented areas such as Victory Village and the Gardens. So I don't understand how you're going to have a football game. You're going to have a football game. You're going to have everyone on the sidelines. I don't know what they're going to do with all the media. I'm assuming they're going to put them in a box and wrap them full of Well, they're gonna just push them off to the side. We're not gonna worry about. I don't know how they're gonna do post game. That's the question. Are they gonna make them all go to their car, or are they even allowing the media? Like, what's the deal there? I saw Nikki Chevanel tweet that she was gonna be doing a post game from her living room. So, but then I also saw where another member of the media was talking about their credentials. So I don't know what the deal is here. I don't know if you have to have super duper special privilege to be in the press room with Sam Pittman and the players. I don't know how that's going to go down. But it's I get what they're trying to do here with not allowing there to be tailgating on their property. I get that, but it goes back to the fact that you're still allowing fans in the stadium, right? Why couldn't you allow tailgating? And I don't know, just tell everyone to wear masks. Put up put up Germex stations every freaking 50 or 150 feet. Sanitizing stations, right? Hand out masks and allow people to tailgate. They're going to anyways, because guess what? Yeah, you're the university, but you don't own all the land around the campus either. Stadium Shop there on Razorback Road, he's going to allow people to partake. You've got Chick-fil-A, Sonic, out there behind there. There's a field. It's actually where the bums used to hang out. But people are going to get creative and they're going to tailgate. They are. So I don't know why you don't just go ahead and allow tailgating. I really don't. As long as you're putting an emphasis on masks, throwing out Germex bottles left and right. I know there's a cost there that you have to be concerned with, but it's a part of the atmosphere, right? It's a part of what makes college football great in not allowing tailgating, or how about limited tailgating, right? Or section off the tailgating. Section off parking and then tape some parts off, right? If you've got to, get the university police involved. I think there's a number of ways they could have handled this instead of just saying, you know what, sorry, we're not sorry. We're a bunch of a-holes. We're not going to let you tailgate on our property. It is their property. I get that. But at the same time, it's part of the environment. It's part of what makes college football great is being able to tailgate. Just a shame. Just a shame. It's too bad. I highly recommend if you're going to go somewhere in Fayetteville and try and tailgate, hang out with some friends, just, be cautious. You're grown-ups. I don't have to tell you what to do. Just be smart. That's it. The typical stuff. Like I've said every year before games. Don't drink and drive. Be careful out there. If I were you, I'd wear a mask, but you're a freaking grown-up. You can take care of yourself. They are going to offer shuttle service. Limited shuttle service will be provided and operate at a reduced capacity. Face coverings will be required at all times on the shuttle. Really? Couldn't do the same thing with tailgating, but okay. Let's see. Runs from lot, so they're going to run from lot 56 to gates 1, 10, and 16. Shuttles will begin operation 2.5 hours before kickoff. Post-game shuttle service will depart from gate 16 and return to lot 56. Shuttle service will not be provided from Baum East. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't read that. For the entire year. And gates will open. General seating gates to Donald Reynolds Razorback Stadium will open beginning 90 minutes before kickoff this season. Due to limited stadium capacity and the lack of tailgating, gates will open 30 minutes later than in previous seasons. So is there anything else? Gate to speed entry and help maintain social distancing in the stadium. It is recommended that fans enter the stadium through the gate designated on their digital ticket. Bowl alley, virtual hog calls. What is this? Virtual hog calls. Fans can submit videos of themselves doing the hog call to be featured as part of the game day experience at the stadium. There you go. They're doing the fan cutouts. I was gonna do it. The cutout, it just wasn't what I expected. You can go to the site. I don't have that link provided, but I don't think, what is that? That's not going to take me where I want it to. And I think that's it. Game day, virtual Razorback game day experience, Razorback fans, blah, 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 blah. Hogtown, the pregame fan fest, street festival that debuted last season on Maple Street will be put on hold. No shocking there. Running through the A. The field must be cleared of activity prior to the team coming out of the locker room. So they're running through the A formed by the band, and the field will be postponed. For the upcoming season. So they're not running through the A. Look at this. I mean, we're learning together. Hog Heaven, Hog Heaven will have 3 locations on game day. For those of you who are wanting to buy some merch, a mobile store on Razorback Road, the permanent store, the north end zone, and a game day location on the south end zone concourse. So, all right, there you go. That's it. I know. Damn it. You know, I hate this. It sucks. At least we have football, right? We get caught up on your chat. Well, your Rams pulled out a win last week. Must be the new stadium and uniforms. No, it's just they kicked that Cowboy ass. That's what it was. Hogs Agri Teach 89. There has to be workaround. Let's see. There has to be a workaround when it comes to being in a recruit's home. I agree that no in-campus visits will hurt our recruiting, and we cannot afford that. Let's see. You also say put up UV lights as go through security style checkpoints, sanitize everyone as they walk. I do it in my classroom. Just saying. Hey, just get some Lysol, baby. Just spray everyone with Lysol. You'll be fine. All right, I do appreciate you guys. I know this one's short. We went early. We started a little earlier than usual, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. Again, if you want to join the PTN Patreon, that link is provided down below in the description box. If you don't want to do that, if you're like, Ty, I don't want to join a monthly thing, but I'll throw a tip in the old tip jar, there is a PayPal link provided for you below. Provided for you below in the description box as well if you want to take part in that. Again, thank you guys so much for all the current PTN Patreon subscribers. You guys are rock stars. For all of you in chat, thank you guys so much for being here. I will have my prediction for the Georgia game and for the whole season next week. Also, it's a little early. I mean, I say it's early. We're starting. It's game week next week, but post games are back. The best part of what we do here, the post games are back. We will have post games here, and I'm really excited about that. That was so fun last year. You guys got wild with it. It was a lot of fun. I cannot wait for some post-game reactions. Hopefully this one after Georgia, I don't know, maybe it'll be lit, as these 20-something-year-old millennials say. I'm excited. I'm happy football's here to some capacity. I'm happy. All right? It's not everything we wanted, but it's football. That's what matters, okay? I'm going to take what I can get, right? The pageantry of football won't be the same, or of college football won't be the same, but thank you, God, we're getting Razorback football for 2020 when we didn't think there for a while that we would, but we're going to, so how great is that? All right. Woo Pig Suey. We'll see you guys next week. Be good. Have a good